Yeah, but yeah, the short is, I think I'd rather have it playable than not if that's really the choice that we're given.
Yeah. And I asked the last caller this, how long are you willing to wait if it takes a little longer?
Hmm. I'll agree with the previous guy there. That's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
I'm willing to wait another month.
Okay.
That would be kind of at that point. I'm like, don't even bother. Just wait till the very next patch. Then we're
Yeah.
almost halfway there.
Yeah. I mean, are you talking about in general are you talking about 3.9 because of the obvious scenarios, or are you willing to wait a month for any patch that needs the time?
No, I think if they're really running it, if they're running into issues, and like I said, they're seeing it's a buggy mess, then okay, I'm willing to wait another month for them to clean that up and put it out. But I think if it takes much longer than that,
Mhm.
just try to roll it into the next one. Maybe
Okay.
staggered development doesn't really support that, but
Yeah. Well, let me jump in because Xylo actually is here and is responding to this. He goes, "We've cited, oh no, it bounced away. We've cited a few reasons. It's late already, the transition to work from home, etc. But it's also worth noting that we're willing to squash some desync issues before rolling out. Great progress on those bugs, actually. We're getting very close. Okay, so that's I still haven't watched Star Citizen Live or anything like that, but I pay a decent amount of attention to SC's development, and this is the first time I've seen them mention why we're late. So I appreciate that like more than ever, Xylo. Thank you so much. That obviously it was work from home. You may be coming in a little bit late. The title says should Star Citizen 3.9 be late? It's more addressing what was said on Pillar Talk, and maybe I was reading too much into it. Where I think Chris said we're willing to wait some time and not be super strict on date driven to make sure a patch is polished. And it sounds like, hey, we want to resolve some desync issues, so we're going to push the patch out a little bit later until we do. That's what it sounds like to me now.
just very quickly, I also agree with you. 4.0, just from what we know on the outside here, right? That that shouldn't be affected by a delay here because those guys have already been working. What is it now, like 4 months towards that? And so the only possible impact there is that if this patch gets delayed too long, that tightens up the time frame they have to reintegrate 3.9 into that 4.0 branch and get it working.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the only risk there. If it goes too long, it shortens their reintegration time.
Exactly. Well, all right, Earth. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you. You're always so kind. Appreciate it. Very nice.
All right.
So Xylo says another thing in chat. A feature might not be ready in time and end up getting cut. A bug is different. If there's a nasty issue, we will take a little time to hammer on it, since 3.7 playability and quality of life have been pretty important to us. And that is one thing, like I know sometimes here we talk about their communication lacking. That is one thing that they've communicated very clearly to us this entire time, is that quality of life is going to be important. From CitizenCon saying that gameplay is important, all the way down to many, many video updates, patch note updates, other updates on Spectrum. Quality of life is definitely an initiative for them, and it's very clear that that's one of the things that they're talking about here, where the desync is an issue. And obviously, it's hard because people don't have the patch, they're not playing it, they don't see the issues, and they don't know why they don't have the patch, right? They just go, "Where's my patch?" Really have answers for it. At least I didn't notice them.
Well, that's exactly what I kind of expected. Yes, it should be late because of the work from home. You absolutely cannot expect something to be fully out when they're transitioning between working from a studio to working from home and trying to get the same exact setup from their studio but at home. It's difficult, and not everybody has a space to have that type of stuff.
Yeah, let me jump in real quick because I'll just pop in with Xylo comments here, so people are that aren't watching live are getting the same kind of understandability of what's going on that are here. He says desync is not only fun but hinders playability and the ability to test, and it creates fatigue. Which desync sucks. It's like one of the worst things ever, especially in a game where we should be kind of PvPing, interacting with each other. This game is very meant to be where we're together, whether we're fighting each other or fighting with each other. Hello pops in, and this is pretty much directly responding to what you're saying, is let me be clear, I meant the transition to work from home. We are set up pretty damn well to keep pumping out content from home. Yeah, like I think when you guys came out and said that you were really well suited for it, we agreed. We know you work across other studios and talk over Skype all the time, like how would this be any different? But I think some people took that a little too literally and thought that everything would just be fine, right? And even though you're still able to work from home a lot better than some other companies that weren't as equipped, it's still obviously going to have an impact, right? And that's what Xylo says here. The transition was impactful, but we're now ready to rock. So yeah, but King, like I was more along the lines of, we knew that the patch would have some issues because of what's going on in the world. But yes, I was more approaching the idea of on Pillar Talk of what they said, that they were at one point. Aaron Roberts comes on and says date driven and is very strict, like says we are going to be very strict about it this time, I swear. And then Chris comes on and says not the opposite, but something very different. And the title of the show is a little bit different than what we're actually discussing, because it would be a very long title and I wouldn't be able to fit it in. But like it seems like flip flopping, but it's the kind of flip flop that I prefer the way that they're doing it now. Is if, like Xylo said, if there's a bug and there's an issue that we need to fix it, like and if it's going to take a little bit longer, then it's going to take a little bit longer.